Building voice agents can be extremely intimidating at times, but I found a simple way to make a voice agent that checks your availability and books calls for you. And I'm going to give you a step-by-step walkthrough on how you could make this for yourself completely for free and with no coding experience. If you're in the AI space and running an AI automation agency or just any type of service-based business, this automation can save you hours. The issue that I ran into, however, was that there was not clear guidance on how to make this work. Until I figured out how to do this using Retell or Retell, however you want to say it, and Cal.com, without having to use third-party workarounds like Make.com, Zapier, or N8N. I initially tried to bring my idea to light using Vapi. However, I found it rather difficult because I had to make a Make.com backend which checked the calendar availability and book calendar events. On paper, this sounded simple enough, but I ran into problem after problem after problem. Using Retell made the process a lot easier because it has direct integration with Cal.com, meaning I no longer had to use Make.com in order to check my availability and to book events. This was a bonus to me in all aspects because not only did it make my life simpler, it reduced the latency. And when making voice agents, reducing the response time without sacrificing performance is always optimal. Now I'm just going to give you guys a quick walkthrough on what this can look like for your business. Just to keep in mind that this is just a quick dummy prompt just to show the capability of checking the availability and booking on your calendar.
Hi, this is Ava from Rank Fast. How can I help you today?
Hi Ava, I just wanted to book a call with you guys.
Great. May I have your name, please?
My name is James.
Let me check our availability for tomorrow. We have availability tomorrow, and I can offer you the following time slots: 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m. Which one works best for you?
11 a.m. is the best for me.
Booking your appointment for tomorrow at 11 a.m. Your appointment has been successfully booked for tomorrow at 11 a.m. Thank you, James. We look forward to speaking with you. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye, James. Take care and see you tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Okay, so as you can see that we did book here for 11 a.m. and then just stay tuned to see how you can do this for yourself. The first thing you're going to want to do is just to go on Google and search up Retell or Retell. People say it different, I don't know. But then you just go and log in. I obviously have an account. If you don't, just sign up. It's completely free to sign up and you get 10 free credits. I have definitely overpassed those 10 free credits. And then I have my two other agents in here, but this is what we're going to be focused on, our YouTube agent. We have a dummy prompt as you guys saw before. Just to go over the prompt, we have the role of you are Ava, a voice assistant for a social media marketing agency. This is just really basic, just for the sake of simplicity and for the video, because I didn't want to make you guys sit through a 5-minute qualification call. But that is the main purpose of this, is to qualify your leads. And when people call in, your agent is gonna give them a list of qualifying questions, not straight out like that, because that would be really just not optimal. But it's just going to ask them questions, figure out if they're going to be a good fit to work with you, and then prompt them to book with you in your calendar. So the biggest things with the Retell is going to be the check calendar availability and the book appointment. We're going to get to those in a second. But another thing to note is that when you're doing booking and with appointments, your LLM is going to want to just give all of the times, and it's not going to sound pretty. Like initially I tried to do it, it just said it just gave me the availability for my whole week, which was Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. It told me every single day. Usually good practice is to give the next day with the maximum of 3 days out, just to give a sense of urgency. So in the notes, I only give 3 available times for the next day. And then with cal.com, an email is necessary to book, but getting the email through a voice agent can be very difficult and really hinders the flow of the call. And it just takes a lot of time, which when you're getting billed on a time usage, time is quite literally of the essence. So you don't need to ask the user for the email. You could hard code this because you just honestly, it's not necessary for you, but in the eyes of cal.com, it's necessary in order to book. Now we're just going to want to head to cal.com. And when you search up cal.com and click the first link, this is where you're going to go. I already have an account already set up. So for you guys that don't, just sign up. When you press get started, it'll take you to over here where you can just continue with your own email or just continue with Google. Obviously, continuing with Google is a lot easier and a lot simpler. It's going to take you to a page and ask for just different setups and different permissions, like setting up with Google Calendar and Google Meet. Just allow those off the rip because it just makes the process a lot easier, or with whatever calendar and meeting location you prefer. And then these are where we're going to be focused. This is where we're going to be focusing a lot in. You have different type of event types. So you can have multiple different events in here for different agents. So these three, the secret meeting, 30-minute meeting, and 15-minute meeting, are automatically there. The one that I made was a consultation. It's easy to do. You just click the new, and then it prompts you with everything here with the duration. And then you set your availability in here, which is a whole separate thing. But when I click onto here, it's honestly very simple. There's really nothing where you could misunderstand. It's your title of what type of meeting it is, the description, and then just this is going to be the URL, and then the duration, and then the location. Like I said, cal.com does have integration with different apps like Zoom or even Discord. And then we're just going to go over here to see the availability. See here, I have Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. It just makes it, that's just the default availability, honestly. When it comes to cal.com, the biggest thing that we're going to need from here in order to connect it to Retell is our API key, which we'll get in a second. And these numbers up here, this is called your event ID. This is very important because this is how or Retell, I should say, will know that this is the calendar, or this is the event that they need to be checking the availability for and booking events for. Now we'll head right back into Retell. This is where all the magic is going to happen in the functions. It's similar to the tools or custom functions in VAPI if you're used to VAPI. The first thing you're going to want to do is actually we'll add the end call function because that's important, because that's how your agent is going to be able to end calls. And then firstly, we're going to do the check calendar availability. This is where those numbers that I told you about will come in hand. Like I said before, the event ID, the API key, and then the time zone. The time zone, it is going to be at the bottom of your availability right here. So it's automatically set to wherever you're from. So for me, it's Toronto time because we're here in Canada, which is basically just Eastern time. And then we could grab this event ID from up here. And then I'll show you guys exactly how to get that API key. The API key is simple. You're just going to hit settings, go to, can you guess where? API keys. And then just add it. You can make it expire for never a year, 7 days, or never expires. I'll just keep it for 30 days because I'm just using it for today. Actually, I'll just keep it for 7 hours. Why not? We'll just say YT2. We'll get this. We'll copy this. We'll also just paste it up here because we're going to need it for our other tool. And then we're going to paste it in here. And then there we go. Now our agent can check the calendar availability. And then we're going to book on calendar. We're going to use that same API key. We're going to let's go back to consultation, get that event ID, paste that in, and we are in Toronto. Save it. And it's perfect. So now we have the ability to check our availability and book our appointment. Something I forgot to mention that makes it so much easier using cal.com is that once it books it into your calendar, it tells you who the meeting is obviously with, and then it gives you the direct link to get to the meeting. So if I were to have this open in a different tab, it would take me directly to the meeting from my calendar, which is I found pretty cool. For those of you following along, let me know if there's anywhere in the tutorial that you got stuck and what type of build you want to see next. Until next time.